never will you hear in Western philosophy about this following perspective. It's from The Way of Zen by Alan Watts, and it's that you're constantly being reincarnated. Rather, the ego is constantly being reincarnated, so that the ego, every moment, every single itty bitty moment, is being reincarnated into this body because the body still believes that that ego is itself. He explains it better than I can, but that this self continuation that we have, that you are the thing you were yesterday and you can't change, or even if you want to change, it becomes harder and whatever, it's completely false because not. And some this side note, important side note, because obviously you'll say like that's technically not true, but even if you're an atheist, the point of Buddhism, as Alan Watts explains it, is much less a philosophy which is tried to explain by logic. Because what you'll notice, even the smartest people, you can outgo every single argument with the right fallacies and with the right perspective changes. So what Buddhism says is truth lies not in the words or the something of that. I'm forgetting the quote, but it says the quote Alan Watts said is somewhat around that the one the one who knows the Tao cannot say it or something like that. But that you can't put the ultimate truth into words. And so what Buddhism and other types of philosophy around centered around Buddhism try to do is they try to give you a feeling, some type of feeling, a perspective. It doesn't actually have to be accurate because everything is accurate and inaccurate in its own ways. But if you imagine yourself as an ego, the self, constantly being reincarnated because you're letting it being reincarnated into your body, because you're saying, this is me from this memory I have, and this I'll constantly hold on to this version of me. And then you're never opening yourself up to change because you can be anything. You sounds cliche, but everyone, your soul unique, okay? Because coming from Western philosophy, this is a good question to lead into it. Is your soul unique? If it is not unique, if your soul, the stuff your soul is made of, is the same thing everyone else's soul is made of, because why would it not be? Then we're all the same, just born into different bodies. That's it. Just the physical neurochemistry and your environment is the rest of it. But everything on a spiritual, non-physical level is the same. You are on a spiritual level the exact same as your neighbor. Now maybe he destroyed a soul by being murdering or whatever the case. But the point is that it's not that crazy of an idea.